Hi, and welcome to this episode of John's Model Kit Review. In today's fun, in-process model kit review, we'll be looking at Hasegawa's P-47D Thunderbolt Razorback in 1/48 scale. This is Hasegawa part number JT57 or 09057. The P-47 Thunderbolt was an American fighter-bomber aircraft used during World War II. It was an excellent high-altitude fighter, as well as being a very proficient tactical fighter bomber. It was able to carry incredibly heavy loads for long distances, and it was able to absorb massive amounts of battle damage and still get the pilots back home after the mission. In this model kit review, we'll be taking a look at what comes in the box. We'll take a look at the kit instructions, and we'll go through those. We'll look at the detailing on the interior parts, and I'll talk about any modifications I made there. We'll also look at the transparencies on the kit, and we'll talk about the clarity and the fit on those. We'll look at the surface detailing that is engraved on the exterior of the kit. We'll also talk about the fit of the major parts. We'll look at the color and marking options that are included with this kit, as well as the decals themselves. I'll go over any aftermarket parts I plan on using on this build, and we'll talk about any potential problem areas to watch out for. We'll also try to answer the question, is Hasegawa's P-47D Razorback the best P-47 available in 1/48 scale? Just setting the parts together here with no adhesives, with no tape or rubber bands, I'm really impressed with the way things are going together, and this looks like it's going to be an almost putty-free build. Looking at the kit instructions, step 1 has you assembling the interior. What comes in the kit is adequate for the scale. My only real recommendation here is to add some seat belts to the pilot seat, or as in my case, to replace the original seat with an aftermarket one. This is a True Details resin seat. That's going to look really good painted up, and it'll really dress up what's visible through the cockpit canopy. In step 2, we're assembling the fuselage around the interior, and we're attaching the tail planes. Looking at the fit of the fuselage halves and the tailplanes, this should certainly be a putty-free build in this area. Moving on, step 3 is the wing assembly. In this step, you just want to be careful to drill out all the holes for the ordnance you plan to use on this build. Just setting things together, the fit of the upper and lower wings looks fantastic here. My only deviation from this step will probably be to glue the upper wings to the fuselage halves first before gluing them to the lower wing. In step 4, we're attaching the wing assembly and the fuselage assembly. All indications here show that this should be a really nice fit. Looking at the underside of the wing, the rear of the wing seems to fit precisely with the fuselage, and the fuselage halves fit together nicely. The only area that I see on this kit that you'll potentially need some putty is where the lower wing joins the fuselage in the front. With a little bit of carefully applied pressure, I may be able to get that to glue nicely without any putty. Step 5 is the main gear assembly. Construction here should be easy. The detailing on the parts that are in the kit look really nice. I don't foresee any problems with the gear doors or the gear itself. The only addition I may add is a set of the Squadron Products True Details resin wheels, and that is True Details part number 48009. Step 6 has you assembling the auxiliary fuel tank and the underwing bombs. Looking at the plastic parts themselves here, the detailing looks nice. It should be adequate for the scale, and I think these should turn out very good. Step 7 has you adding the underwing ordnance and the landing gear to the kit. It also has you adding clear parts 47, 49, and 50. These parts are very, very small, so you really want to take your time here. Step 8 covers the engine assembly and the cowl assembly and adding that to the fuselage. The detail on these parts looks awesome, and these should turn out great with a careful application of paint and a little bit of detailing there. Step 9 has you installing the prop and the clear parts. The clear parts themselves look excellent. I think the fit on these with a little bit of cleanup should be perfect. The kit includes 2 different styles of prop. Just make sure you use the correct one for the version you're building. This kit includes 2 marking options. The first one is for the box art plane, and that is Little Chief from the 61st Fighter Squadron, 56th Fighter Group. The second marking option is for Miss Mary Lou of the 19th Fighter Squadron, 381st Fighter Group. The decals themselves look really nice. My only complaint here is the white color on the decals is more of a cream color. I would prefer it be more of a straight white color. You may want to add aftermarket decals if this bothers you. My only other caution here is that Hasegawa decals can sometimes be sensitive to the types of setting solutions that are used. So I would use a mild setting solution on these. In conclusion, I'm really excited about finishing this build. The surface detailing on the kit is very petite, it's very nice. The fit of the major parts looks almost perfect. The detailing on the interior of the kit is certainly adequate for the scale and what will be seen through the transparencies. The transparent parts themselves look really nice. I don't foresee any problems here. The detail parts on the engine and the underside ordnance and the landing gear all look really good. The only area to watch out for is the fit of the lower wing to the underside of the fuselage. You may end up having to use a little bit of putty here. The decals themselves look nice. They're in register. It looks like a complete stencil set. You just need to determine if the off-white color of the white bothers you enough to replace these. Is Hasegawa's 1/48 scale P-47D the best P-47D kit currently available? Well, I think the consensus is that the Tamiya kit is a little bit better. It has the option of putting the flaps down, and that is not an option with the kit parts on the Hasegawa. The lack of this option doesn't bother me at all, and I think this kit is going to be a stunning kit on the shelf when it's finished. I really think this is a nice kit. All right, I'd love to know what you guys think. If any of you have built Hasegawa's P-47D previously, please feel free to comment in the comment section below. As always, I hope you found this video entertaining and informative, and until next time, model on.